Hi, good morning, everyone. Can someone confirm if I'm audible to you all? Okay, guys. We were just waiting for. We had only waited for 5 minutes, hoping for more people to join. I guess most of the kids are working as well, and it's office time, so not having too many. However, uh, let's get started. It's just going to be a very quick, since it's just four of you here. I think will try and keep it more interactive in nature. Uh, I'll just be sharing my screen. Before that, quick short introduction about myself. Due to the requirement of my organization that they uh, cannot know about my conduct of classes, I will not be able to disclose my name or my face because of the social media and the organization limitations. I've been in aviation for more than 18 years. I'm a senior captain, currently an instructor. I've flown both the Airbus and the Boeings, and I have more than 11,000 hours. Very quickly, I'm just going to be sharing my screen. It won't take more than 30 minutes to 40 minutes max. Uh, we are only trying to stress on the fact that why it's sort of important in today's date to go for your type rating. And is there anything that you can do to be a bit more better prepared as compared to your peers? Because when you reach that stage that you have finished your type rating and you're back in India and you're applying in different airlines, when you reach the PI, the interview stage, the questions are only getting more and more technical, and they are getting more and more in depth. In the sense, the interviews are not just limited to now where they're going to ask you regarding the memory items or the limitations of the aircraft. They are dwelling deeper into the understanding of abnormal procedures, non-normal procedures as well. Okay, so what can you do to be better prepared before you leave for your type rating, wherever you wish to go? It could be in India, it could be abroad. So before that, just four of you here, I just want to know that what's your current stage? Are you somewhere in the middle of completing your CPL? Or are you done with your CPL and you are yet to take a call for your type rating, or are you type rated already? Okay. I think some of you seem to be familiar. Good morning.
Good
Can you
morning,
unmute?
sir.
What's your status?
Sir, I am just a CPL holder. I haven't done my typewriting yet.
You've been there with us, right? On a few
Yes,
of
sir, yes,
the
sir.
previous webinars, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir,
Uh,
yes, sir.
so
I have been there.
So are you the one who cleared the express and was waiting? Am I right?
Yeah, yes, sir. I cleared both. I am waiting for the further stages of both the airlines. For
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Hmm.
I completed my CPL last year. I'm doing multi-rating from MPFC at the moment. So after
Okay.
finishing multi-rating, I might go for type rating.
Okay. All right. Thanks. All the best for your multi-training.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Sir,
morning.
CPL holder, sir.
When did you finish your CPL?
From Chimes Aviation Academy, sir.
No, no, which year? This year, last year?
So I completed last year, sir, 2024.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
So I've completed my CPL and this year only.
Okay. All right. So none of you are type rated as yet. All of you have completed your CPL. So I'll just be sharing my screen. Okay, guys. So my PPT, my presentation, I'll be very forthcoming and honest with you, is pretty much similar to what you would see in general online or with any other academy. So I'm just gonna scroll through the slides a bit more and try and keep it interactive. I understand you guys will also be having questions because we have kind of already crossed midway of 2025 and we haven't seen a single vacancy. Okay, so I understand your anxiety. Uh, we'll try and just keep the focus on this meeting is, with regards to why can you be better prepared for your type rating, if at all you plan to go for type rating tomorrow. All right, so let's go. So what are we going to be talking about today is why is the timing very important? When is the right time to invest in type rating? Because it's also a costly affair. It's not a training which you can finish in a few $1,000s. Understanding the cost and benefits of type rating at different stages, the risks of delaying it, common mistakes, what type rating early can boost your career opportunity, pretty standard things. Timing for your type rating is crucial as making the right decision at the right time. So now why you need to find that fine balance in the sense you need to anticipate the market, uh, with respect to when the vacancies are expected to be coming, and then accordingly take a call for your type rating, if at all you plan to do your type rating or not. Okay, the first decision you need to make is, should you be going for a type rating? Once you have arrived at that decision, the second is, which aircraft should you be going for? The moment you have taken the decision for step two, then the third one is, when should you be going? And the last one is, where? Okay, so which aircraft, when should you go, and where should you go? So these four steps will only come in when you decide to do your type rating. Now, should you be deciding to do your type rating in today's date? As someone who has spent 18 years, I remember my time when there used to be a crazy amount of difference in the demand and supply. Okay, I don't know how young you all were back in 2003, 4, 5, 6. There were these new airlines which were coming in. Kingfisher. Kingfisher is not just a name of a beer, it used to be an airline as well back then. There was an airline called Air Deccan, and suddenly with the introduction, with the entry of these two airlines, there was a huge demand in aviation, and the supply was very limited. So I've seen a time where all you had to do was just do your CPL. You could do your CPL from India or abroad. You just have to do your CPL, so much so that even without multi-aircraft, multi-engine rating, if you had a CPL with just a single engine, the airlines would absorb you through walk-in interview. Okay, so it is all a equation of demand and supply. Today, the equation has changed completely. It's absolutely opposite. Today, what you see is not just being a CPL holder is going to be enough. You have to absolutely uh, do your multi-type rating, multi-rating on any aircraft, Piper Seneca, Seminole, whatever. Once you've done that, then you have to have type rating as well. And to begin with, type rating, the most three famous aircrafts on which type ratings are done across the world are the turboprop aircraft ATR. In India, you really don't have too many ATRs, but there is one airline with a big number of ATR, which is Indigo. Second is obviously the all famous A320s, and the third is Boeing 737. In today's date, if for whatever reasons, and I understand everyone's got a genuine reason, let's say due to financial constraints, if you are going to think that, let me just stop at just being a CPL holder and not do a type rating, I'm not saying that you won't get a job, but you're only making the situation extremely difficult for yourself. In today's date, it is almost impossible. It is only once in a blue moon that Indigo comes out with a vacancy for CPL holders only. The number of vacancies going forward for CPL holders only is only going to reduce. Please don't be under any impression that it's going to increase. It is not going to. It is only going to reduce. So when you know that the chances of something reducing are going to be more, you don't want to be in that pool. So from wherever you should arrange for the extra funds so that you can fund your type rating. In today's date, it is a must-have thing without a doubt. Okay, so that would be my suggestion. You guys are absolutely, old enough and mature to take wise decisions for yourself in consultation with your friends and family. And I'm sure most of the people that you speak to in your own circle would give you the same suggestion, that it is recommended you go and do a type rating. Now, coming to the second point, which aircraft? Out of the three aircrafts that I told, you can pretty much exclude the ATRs because Indigo already has an extensive amount of strength on ATRs right now. And that's the only one airline which has ATRs in its fleet. Previously, even Jet Airways used to have. Jet Airways is not there anymore. And the other airline which has got ATR is Alliance Air. So far as of today, Alliance Air has got no plans of expanding. So when there are no plans of expanding, which means, let's say if they only had 10 aircrafts, they're going to continue with 10 aircrafts at least in the foreseeable future. So you don't count that aircraft too bright a prospect to get type rated on. Okay, then that leaves with A320s and Boeing 737. As of today, both the aircrafts are in great demand. Akasa Air has more than 150 aircraft, Boeing 737 aircraft on order. Air India Express has more than 190 737 aircrafts on order. So that is almost around 350 aircraft order, which naturally is not going to come in a period of a year or two. It's going to, it's going to spread over 5 to 8 years time frame. So you have 737s, a very robust order in India, and similarly, uh, it's for A320s as well. So if you guys, wish to do type rating, you can pick any of these two aircrafts. A lot of people have a very personal choice of always, wanting to fly with a control column. They may go with Boeings. As of today, I would have not said the same thing about an year back. An year back, I would have said no even to a 737. I would have said, please don't look at any other aircraft, just go for A320. Today, it's very different. Okay. So we are talking about should you be needing it? Yes. Which aircrafts? We just spoke about it. Third is when should you be leaving? So we'll talk about when after scrolling over a few more pages. Okay, so the second point here talks about that as well. Understanding when to start your type rating will help you avoid rushing or delaying. Okay, it's a certification which is required to operate a specific aircraft. I mean, this is just general awareness. Timing will, up to a certain extent, affect your career trajectory and the opportunities. Many of us, we sort of face confusion as to what time is the right time to begin the type rating. It will naturally depend on several factors like how many hours you have, airline demand, which is basically a recruitment cycles. Okay, then same thing here again. If you're unsure about your readiness, it's crucial to weigh your current experience and goals. So this is why we have this small webinar here for. The cost of the type rating is a key consideration. So like I said, yes, not all of us are sailing in the same boat in terms of financial leverage. We understand that everyone's coming from different humble family backgrounds. Someone may have a more robust financial condition as compared to his or her peer. But again, the harsh reality of you being in aviation is, as of today, type rating is a must. In fact, anyone who wishes to be a pilot in India needs to have a good sound backing of at least 1 crore. I'm not saying that it's you gonna touch, or you'll be needing 1 crore. You may end up having your flying and your type rating, let's say around 50, 60, 70, 80 also. But you need to be at least having that sort of coverage. Things have gotten very costly. It's only in the last decade. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So you cannot say that I've got barely 20, 25, 30 lakh rupees and I want to be a pilot. We understand the ambitions, but the whole system, the whole process, all the the resources which are involved in terms of flying school, ground school, everything has become so costly that 25, 30 lakhs is not going to be. Though in isolation, that itself is a huge amount, but then that's how the reality is. So you need to understand that it's type rating is also a costly affair. Timing can impact how much you'll pay and whether the timing aligns with the airline demand. Okay, delaying it may increase competition for jobs. It's instead of it is going to increase the competition for jobs, because the more you delay, the more of you're only increasing the competition and the you're letting your friends get type rated before you, and then you feel that anxiety and that peer pressure around you. Okay, what are the risks of delaying your type rating? It may cause missed opportunities. You may just be in a situation that you're sitting at home and suddenly out of nowhere, Air India or Indigo will come out with a vacancy that A320 type rated or 737 type rated trainee pilot batch vacancies have come out. And you probably were only sitting on your decision from the last 3-4 months, only to regret that day that why the hell did I not go? Okay, so these things are a part of lives, they may happen. So it's very important that you eventually wish to plan to go for a type rating. Please do not delay it far too long. You're not really saving anything. You're just probably saving 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees, and I'll tell you how. Okay, waiting too long will leave you unprepared when the airlines start large-scale hiring campaigns. And these large-scale hiring campaigns will only happen when you have the kind of orders that I told, that I mentioned to you. 150 for Akasa, 190 737s for Express, 220 A320s for Air India, 500 A320s for Indigo. And this is only narrow body. Okay, then Indigo has gone ahead and placed 60 orders for A350s also. nobody gets inducted directly on a wide body. Okay, the people who fly wide body are the guys who will be moving from a narrow body to a wide body. So let's say if on 350s, Indigo is going to need around 70 to 80 people. Hypothetically, it's going to be definitely much more. Or let's say 100 people. Where are those 100 people to fly 350s going to come from? They will all be moving from A320s to 350. So that means more demand on 320. So it's a cyclical thing. These are all ripple effects. So when the airlines start large scale hiring campaigns, you will be rendered ineligible at that point in time if you are not type. The longer you wait, the higher the chances of your skills becoming outdated. That's there as well. Then what happens is pilot often make mistakes in planning their type rating schedule, either rushing in too early or waiting too long. Generally, what happens is nobody really does rush in too early. Majority of the crowd ends up waiting for far too long. Okay, so lack of research on airline recruitment cycles and other things. Some pilots rush into type rating without sufficient flight hours and experience, so on and so forth. So now let's talk about when can you go? Okay, it's an interesting question. I'm sure you all would also be having some thoughts in your mind. Guys, so as we all know, 2025 has been pretty lackluster in terms of any vacancies coming up. There are multiple reasons to it. I think in my previous webinars as well, just one thing that I would again want to touch upon is if there is anyone apart from one of our friends today, Aryan, if there's anyone else who had cleared their Air India Express exam back in January or the last week of on the vacancies which came out in January or last week of December 24, those vacancies have been annulled. Okay, they are cancelled. I believe they've sent out emails to some of the guys, not to everyone, but those vacancies stand cancelled. They are not going to pursue them anymore. Unfortunately, but then that's true. All right. So 2025 guys have not come out with any vacancies. My very objective take on this is I don't see any vacancies coming out until the end of the year either. So you can pretty much assume that 2025 is a gone year. However, having said that, should you be feeling worried or over anxious about these things? I would say no, please don't be. The reason that I'm saying it is, again, the huge amount of aircraft orders which all the three airlines combined have placed. They are, the combined order itself exceeds 1,000 aircraft. The aircrafts have started to come in. I'm sure most of you would have seen Air India A320s in the new livery. Some of them were retrofitted. Some of them are coming in from Toulouse in the new delivery itself. Okay, so the aircrafts are coming in. Lately, 2025 has been embroiled in a lot of geopolitical issues also. So it is, you all guys are young. It's advisable. My advice to you that please keep please keep your ears and eyes open to the general geopolitical awareness which is happening around the world, because it affects aviation industry almost immediately. So if there is a war happening between two countries, your airspaces get closed. Because of the airspaces get closed, the flight routings get increased. The airlines, they start withdrawing their networks. They start canceling their flights. Okay, I want you to think on these steps one at a time. When the airlines start canceling the flights, let's say if Air India has announced cancellation on, for example, let's say 10 routes, and they say that the cancellations are going to continue for the next 1 month or 2 months. Now, with the flight cancellations, the number of pilots which they already have on their payrolls on that particular set of aircraft, let's say if they have cancelled international flights, so the fleet which is now going to fly less because of these cancellations are going to be which fleets? It's going to be the 777s, the Boeing 787s, and the A350s. So when the flights are going to be curtailed, there are going to be more pilots sitting at home and flying for lesser hours. So if Air India had planned to send their narrow body pilots, be it captains or first officers, onto wide bodies, that plan also gets delayed. Because that is getting delayed, they don't have requirement to fly A320s. Okay, so they stop or they delay their recruitment as well. So everything is connected to each other. In 2025, we have seen too many these wars breaking out. India, Pakistan, Israel, Iran, Russia, Ukraine is already going on. Plus a tragic incident which happened on the 12th of June. There have been multiple factors. Okay. So that is one of the many reasons why the airlines decided to not go for a very large scale recruitment, uh, and then fill up their just increase their training backlog. So having said that, once 2025 is over, these recruitment things, they're always cyclical in nature. They're always like a wave. You will see a particular range of months in which there you'll see a lot of batches which will be uh, made back to back. A lot of vacancies would be coming. Then there'll be few months, maybe 2 to 6 months, where there's going to be a lull in recruitment. So these things are cyclical. Right now we are on the downturn. The only way from here is upwards. When that trajectory is going to come, we cannot time it. It may happen. My assumption is I don't foresee any vacancies this year. I just could be proven wrong. Maybe in November, December, Indigo, Air India, they may come out with vacancies. But what I'm trying to say is we are already at lowest level. It is only going to move up. It's just a matter of few more months. Having said that, is this the right time for you to go for type rating? Yes, it is. Why? Because you need a 3 month range. It's not like today you're going to apply for your visa. Let's say if you wish to go to GTA, Madrid, or Indonesia, or Jordan, you know, Indonesia, Jordan is a different case. But however, Schengen, if someone doesn't have a visa, you need to apply for a date. You'll go and give your visa documents. You need to wait for a week or 10 days for your visa to come back. Once you have that, then GTA Spain will confirm you a date. Then you will have to go there. You need to spend about 15 to 20 days or close to just under a month in GTA, in Madrid or Indonesia or Jordan, wherever you're going, or for that matter, even in FSTC in Gurgaon. You need to give yourself about a month. Once you're done with your type rating, then your license will go to DGCA. You need to give almost a month or a month and a half for DGCA to come back, to give back your license with the endorsement. And you know how DGCA works. DGCA is one of the toughest organizations to deal with. They will be sending you multiple shortfalls back and forth. Okay. Before that, you guys will also have to fill up the EGCA logbook, the SIM entries. Things are tricky. And only when now you have the license is now you are going to be technically eligible for any vacancies which is going to come out in. So this whole time frame is 2 to 3 months on the lower side. So if you are of the opinion that 2026 may just end up being the bright year in aviation in terms of recruitment, we are already, we've already crossed August. You can practically understand that, you can practically consider August as a gone month. You're only left with 4 more months in this year. And this is exactly when you need to take a call, because you need 3 to 4 months to be ready with your license endorsed with a A320 or a Boeing 737, so that you're eligible for any vacancies which may come up next year, starting January. So that is the reason I would say now is the time. At best, what will happen is, the worst case scenario of you going for type rating now is, and once you do the type rating, guys, you have to understand that till the time you get a job, every year it's a fixed cost of around 2 to 3 to 4 lakh rupees for you to go to FSTC or maybe go to DGC approved type rating organizations outside like GTAs and Jordan and many other places, because you need to keep your licenses and your endorsements current. Which are the endorsements which you'll be getting? You will be getting a instrument IR endorsement. Okay, you need to keep your license also current. So for that, every 6 months you will have to go back and do your IR instrument renewal. So it is going to cost some money. Now that is a cost which everyone in the aviation industry is bearing. So you guys are no different. But this is one cost which you need to know. Please don't be under any illusion that once I've gone for my type rating and I come back, after that, I can easily relax, sit at home, and just simply wait for the vacancies to come. That is not the only case. You will have to also keep a track of when your instrument IR is expiring, when your license renewal is coming up, just how you keep a track of your medical. Okay. And now, because you're type rated, the amount of money involved is going to be slightly more. What is the worst case scenario is, let's say you end up going for your type rating and you're back in India and you have your license endorsed by December. The worst case scenario is you may not see or you may not have a vacancies come up by July next year, which means you've already crossed 6 months from your initial A320 training. Let's say you have done your instrument renewal, your instrument training on A320. Let's say you did in October this year. October plus 6 months means April next year. So at best, you will have to shell out those 1 or 2 or 3 lakh rupees more to do one instrument renewal out of your own pocket. That is the only extra amount of money that you will end up paying. This is if we assume that you get into an airline whenever the vacancies come up. None of us can ever plan these things by wanting to, if you have already spent 30, 40, 50 lakhs today, and if you already spent another 15 lakhs for your type rating, after having spent 55, 60, 65 lakhs, guys, trying to save 1 or 1.5 or 2 lakhs actually doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to be very crude and immature-ish. I'm not making a immature-ish statement. I'm talking very practical stuff here. Please don't try and save those 1 or 2 lakhs after having spent 55, 60 lakhs. Okay, the cost of a lost opportunity, you will realize it's going to be much more than trying to save this 1 or 2 lakhs. So please make up your mind. Now would be the time you can start your preparations, take a call where to go, pick an aircraft, whether a 737 or a 320. You may have some of your extended family members in aviation. You can talk to them, take guidance, and I think now would be the time to actually step out for your type rating. Okay, so I hope I was clear enough in explaining that why now would be the time for you to consider going for type rating. Okay, moving on. What does Airship has here to offer? What do we have here to offer is just like you all, there are many others who are going for type rating. I also have in my own inner circle a lot of people who are flying for different airlines in India right now. Some of them are my cousins, some of them are my friends, and their younger brothers and sisters. I know as a matter of first-hand experience, right from a Cessna or a Piper. The moment you go and sit in an aircraft with all the bells and whistles, you have so many lights, so many switches, it can be very overwhelming for you all. No, it can be exciting for some. At the same time, it can be very, uh, uh, I would say, very scary for a whole bunch of people as well, because your mind is trying to tell you, "Ki, boss, how the hell am I learn? Am I going to learn all these things? I can see so many lights, so many switches." It's very doable. What you need is a proper set of guidance. Most of these type rating institutes outside India and even FSTC, up to a certain extent, they are just pushing all the trainees' cases to the bare minimum, making them pass so that they are eligible. You get your endorsement on the license. Most of those candidates, they struggle when they have to undergo a sim check as a part of airlines selection. Okay, what does it point to? It points to the fact that the organizations where you're going to go for a type rating, they are really not teaching you the same material, or in the same way, the quality standards are generally very marginal. They are borderline, because for them also it's an industry. You will check out, then only the other guy will come in. So they are trying to push most of the cases at a borderline level. There is no real knowledge that a trainee has gathered on the system except to simply follow whatever is mentioned in the book. Plus, the initial few sessions, they tend out, they tend to be very traumatic, in the sense the very first booking in a A320 simulator, they're gonna tell you that this is how you rotate, this is how you use the rudder, this is how you use the tiller, and after landing you have to switch on the APU. These are the reversers. Now imagine from your all perspective, you all have never seen what a reverser is. You all have no idea what a tiller is. You have not known what a APU is. Okay, so things can be very overwhelming. Now, tiller is just like a small sized steering, just like how we have a steering on a car. It's a small sized tiller on the both left and right hand side for both the first officer and captains to taxi the aircraft. Now, what is a APU? It's a auxiliary motor which gives you electrical power and bleed power. Now, when you think of what is a bleed, so imagine you have to know the meaning of all these terms. You have to know the working of all these systems, and at the same time, you have already done your first 320 session also. So things move at such a fast pace that you will be completely overwhelmed. Now, how can you beat this? We here at Airship, one of our most sold out courses is pre-type rating courses. It's just a week or a 10 to 15-day course because the instructors who are there with us, they're all employed with airlines here in India. And naturally, they're all flying on A320s. Currently, we offer only pre-type rating course for A320s. We are in the process of extending it to Boeing 737s as well. However, we don't have the 737 program right now. It's only for A320. It's not much. It needs to be done from wherever you're sitting, okay, from the comfort of your home. These are all online classes conducted by rich, experienced 320 captains, and with systems which are depicted on the screen, just like how you're seeing the screen right now. You're hearing me talk. Imagine if this was the case, this was a class, I would be using different teaching aids to show you on the screen, referring to the different referring to the FCOMs, and making sense of how can you be prepared before you go for type rating. Okay, so this is not a full type rating course which you will be taught. It is only going to be very specific things are which are absolutely relevant from a simulator perspective. Now, what are relevant are you need to know what are your SOPs, standard operating procedures. The SOPs in big aircrafts are divided phase-wise. You have pushback, then you have before start, then you have after start, then you have taxi, before takeoff, after takeoff, various phases. So how can you do those SOPs in a particular scan? Then once you're comfortable with those SOPs, you need to know few things by heart. Something known as limitations. Everything has a limitation, just like how we had on Cessna and our Piper aircraft, that there will always be a EGT limit. There'll always be a limit of, for flaps, our VNE, VNO, VFE. So what are these limits? Third things are memory items. In the event of pan and mayday situations, you need to know a few things by heart. What are the memory items? And the last part is talking about few of the important, relevant simulator oriented abnormal situations in the event of a single engine, because these are multi-engine aircrafts, 320s and 737s. If you lose one engine, what are your procedures? What are your callouts? How are you supposed to do that? So when you are given a sort of when you're given a sort of a lead, when you're given a sort of a push beforehand, before you arrive at the place of your type rating, you will feel that your sense of overwhelm and your sense of anxiety is going to be way less. So this program is tailor-made for that. So as you see, what to look for in a pre-type rating course, it's a comprehensive type rating course which can help you build the foundation. Okay. What all they cover? They cover the aircraft systems, SOPs, emergency procedures, real-world aviation scenario. Look for courses with expert instructors. Like I said, the instructors available with us are all currently flying A320 aircrafts, and they are at the rank of captains, which means they have thousands of hours of experience under the belt. So how it's going to affect you? How it's going to help you? Exactly just a recap of what I told you. Pre-type rating course prepares students for interviews, sim checks, real-world flying by covering in-depth 320 systems. The course offers a comprehensive syllabus designed for A320, including the emergency handling, SOP, systems, flight planning. You'll be trained by industry experts. And not just that, at the end of this course, you will also be having few mock tests, practice exams, and almost on a daily basis, you will have a sort of a session to interact with the instructor as well. So let's say if you have done your own self-study and you had few questions, please feel. Okay. So what we offer is we're just about to reach at the end of our our presentation here, and thereafter I'll just take 2 to 3 minutes just to show you how our pre-type rating courses would look on our website. Okay, our 320 pre-type rating course provides a thorough breakdown of aircraft systems and all these things, systems such as hydraulics, electrical, engine systems. Now, again, just to reiterate, this is not a full type rating course. So please don't think that who has the time to learn about hydraulics and electrical at this stage. Yeah, I'm not interested. We are not going to teach you in depth about hydraulics, electrical engines. It is only and only tailor-made strictly for you so that you can easily understand the nitty-gritties before you go for simulator. It is absolutely sim-oriented. There is nothing extra. Okay. But if you have, let's say, 10 extra questions, if you are someone who's very keen, by all means, our instructors will be more than happy to answer all your questions. But this is strictly for you to sail through your A320 type rating with a core basic understanding. Because the moment you come back and you end up clearing a recruitment exam, please expect in your interview to be grilled on technical questions. So if your foundations are not clear, you will be struggling a lot. We have seen our kids in the previous batches not knowing basic elementary stuff. When I used to ask them, okay, please tell me what is the difference between green plus yellow and green plus blue hydraulic system failures? Why do we switch off the auto throttle in a green plus blue? Now, you guys will not understand what I'm saying unless someone who's read about A320. The A320 has got 3 hydraulic systems: green, blue, and yellow. Okay. So if I am and people have been asked, why do you switch off auto throttle, auto thrust in a green plus blue, but not in a green plus yellow emergency? And people had no understanding of it. Okay, so things like these are going to be discussed in our pre-type rating courses. So ready to take the next step, get started with our type rating journey with our pre-type rating course, and enrollment options are open. Immediate access to course content upon registration, and you can start your training right away. Okay, so question and answer session. I'll just gonna wrap it up, take you through just for 2 to 3 minutes on my website, and thereafter I'll throw open. If you guys have any question, please feel free. You can just make note of our WhatsApp number here, our email, just in case if you have any queries with regards to the batch, prices, whatever, not just limited to these two, anything else. If you want to connect to us and have more clarity, please feel free. Okay, so with this, I'm just gonna stop the screen share for a moment and I'll take you to my website. Okay, so as you can see, once you log into our website, airshipaviation.com, you will be, this is the page that you will be seeing. Then you have to go to my enrollments. In your case, this would be pre-type rating courses. And okay, so once you click my enrollments, you will see the A320 pre-type rating course. In my case, there are many of them which have been activated for me because I keep conducting the classes and the webinars. So in your case, you will see the A320 pre-type rating course. The moment you click on this, it will take you to another page where you will see all our content. Just quickly on the right-hand side, if you see, we have tab number 1 is classes. Okay. Second is the CBT videos. Okay, the CBT videos are the Airbus specific videos which talk about a particular flow of SOP, let's say before takeoff. So how are you expected to move your hand around in the cockpit based on the seats? Okay, CM1 and CM2. Airbus uses this terminology: cockpit manager 1, cockpit manager 2. CM1 basically is the person who's sitting on the left seat, the captain seat. Boeing uses the word captain and first officer. Airbus uses CM1 and CM2. So the CBT videos are all phase-wise. I'll click and show you the drop-down menus as well. Then we have the study material, which is in PDF format. And then lastly, we have mock tests. Now, what you see on your screen right now are the recorded sessions from the previous batch. Okay, having said that, these recorded sessions, you will get the access to them. In addition, you will be part of an ongoing live batch as well. So it's not that we are only going to let you, use the previous recordings, which are very helpful, no doubt. However, you will be having live batches as well. So when you go to the classes, we have introductory class, SOP flows and related systems, 1 hour, 41 minutes. Okay, then same related systems, part 2, 3, 4, 5, MCDU. Okay, MCDU is just like your computer in the aircraft. Okay, you need to use MCDU to insert your flight plan, performance data, what are your speeds, what are your weights, etc., etc. Your SIDs, your stars. This is the interface with which you talk to the aircraft computer. Okay. Then SOP flows, handling of abnormals. So these are all videos. I'll try and click one. Most likely it won't play right now because we are having this online Zoom meet. Okay, so there is this backend IT glitch. Whenever we have this Zoom meeting going on, the website videos don't play. I think you will hear the audio, but the visuals you may not get. Yeah, so I think as you can see, I mean, the videos, you're not going to get that. I mean, you won't see that while this meeting is going on. So all these videos are available here, where our instructors are teaching the students recorded from the previous batch. Okay. Then in the CBT videos, these are all, as you can see on the screen, A320 cockpit. You have the explanation, which is over here. Everything is very nicely laid out for all the systems. Once you have gone through the CBT videos, and the CBT videos are also referred to in tandem when the classes are going on by our instructors. Okay, then the next one is study material, like manuals guide. Then manuals guide, now this is a document which we had prepared internally. As you can see, FCOM contents, information type, layers. So now this has been extracted by me and my team specifically from an examination point of view. Otherwise, the FCOM runs into multiple ATA chapters with thousands of pages. So those thousands of pages have been very carefully observed and filtered to only what has been historically asked in Indigo and Air India's written examination. Only those topics and a bit extra has been included. So this, this very carefully done effort has already been taken care by airship team. So this is how you will be getting these, these PDFs, which you can refer, study at your own convenience from your home. This is just one example. Similarly, we got for A320 limitations, flight mode annunciators, etc. We're just trying to just showing you a few of them, just so that you can understand. Again, I think some of them probably is because of we are having this meet may not open, but otherwise, if when you are exploring this website at your own convenience, all the data is available. Limitations all nicely laid out. Okay. So moving on, this is a study material, and then you have mock tests based on different ATA chapters: air conditioning, pressurization, auto flight, doors, IRS, electrical, pneumatic, so on and so forth. So this is how our pre-type rating study material, mock tests, and videos and CBT videos will be made available to you on enrolling with us, in addition to the live classes, which will be conducted by our instructors. And the instructors will also be at the same time referring to all these things. Okay, guys, so with that, it's a wrap from my side. Another 5 minutes to 6 minutes. Any questions that you guys? Okay, so over to you.
Hello, sir. I have two questions to ask about the type rating. Should I go for any other country for type rating, or I'll choose type rating to do here in India, which will be better?
If I was in your shoes, I would, I mean, very honestly, I'll tell you the quality of type rating, quality
Yes, sir.
is largely the same both in India and outside. Okay. And that is not very, that's not brilliant. That's just about borderline average, maybe slightly above average. It's the same. You may choose to go to FSTC, you may choose to go to anywhere else in the world. It is largely the same. The price wise, so now with the quality being largely the same, then what should be your matrix to decide should I be doing should I be doing it in the country, or should I be going out of India? Then I think the second yardstick which you can use is cost. If you think that be it India or outside, compared with these two, if there is one side which is sort of helping you saving some money, even if it is to the tune of a lakh or a lakh and a half, I think that in my case would have been the yardstick. Knowing ki was condition, I mean, the quality is going to be the same anyways. So why not save this 1.5 lakh? Okay, so I would do that. I would do that. Third would be the availability. Let's say you came to a conclusion that cost in FSTC or CAE in India is about a lakh and a half cheaper. However, the slots available with FSTC, CAE are, let's say, in December or January. However, in GTA, Spain, or Madrid, I'm able to get out of India the very next month. That, again, is something which is going to be a very personal call. Would you want to wait for around December, January? In my case, with my limited access to you, I would say that I would not advise that you wait for this long. You need to start thinking of options of going and doing your typewriting, because after your typewriting itself, you will need 2.5 months to deal with DGCA and fill up the EGCA entries. And you would have seen it in your CPL. Dealing
Yes,
with
sir.
DGCA
Yes,
is
sir.
not easy. They'll throw back your application 5 times with some or the other flimsy shortfalls here and
Possible.
there. So these things take time. So
Yes, sir.
you need to consider all these things. Okay, which one is giving me a better slot? Which one is helping me save some money? Given the fact that quality-wise, it's largely the same. So then
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
not a big deal.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Understood. I have one more question regarding my IR current thing.
Mhm.
I am IR current on single engine and it's valid till January 2026. And now I am doing my multi-rating on Baron. So,
Mhm.
should I need to give a IR check again on multi, or I just go and get done with my rating only, and I save 3 to 4 hours if I'm
No, I
not
don't
doing
think.
this check.
See, to keep your IR current, you don't need to do a IR separately on multi. Okay, understand my thing. To keep your
Mhm.
IR current, you can renew it on single engine as well. However, many a times airlines, they put a requirement in their vacancies that they are looking for candidates with IR on multi-engine. Are you getting my point?
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's say January or February or March, Indigo comes out with a vacancy. We are looking for A320 type rated guys, or let's say forget A320. They say we are looking for CPL holders, but they
Mhm.
need to have multi IR. In that case, you will be rendered ineligible
Okay, so
because
it's
you
better
have a
to
IR, but you have it on single, not on multi.
single. Yes, exactly. I had the same question because few of the students who they told me that anyway you are going to do the type rating and again you have to do the IR check whatever
Correct. So now another thing is ki if you have made up your mind to go for a 320 or a 737 type rating, whatever, or let's say you want to discuss it with your family and you need another 15-20 days to decide, you take those 15-20 days. If you
Mhm.
have decided that, boss, I'm going for my type rating, then you need not do your multi-engine IR. Don't waste money on multi-engine
Okay.
IR. Then you can simply renew it on single engine. Go for your 320 type rating, because the moment you go for your 320 type rating, by default you will be doing your IR on 320, and
Okay.
then
Yes, sir.
it will be endorsed in your license. So you can save that intervening period, and you can save that bit of money of doing your
Mhm.
IR on a multi on Baron. You don't have to do your IR on Baron. Huh? Don't worry about Baron.
Okay. Understood. Then
This
I
is
won't be doing
only
it.
this is only if you have decided to do type rating. If you choose
Yes,
other way around, that I'm not going for my type rating for the next 6 months, then you may have to do your IR on Baron as well.
sir. Like I have decided to start my typewriting in next year in the month of January because of my financial things.
Okay.
So it's my IR is valid till January. So I think I should carry on with the A320 IR.
Yes, most
Yeah.
most likely it should. And
Yeah.
if you wish to start your journey in terms of typewriting from December, please decide about where you want to go, what is going to be the cost, what are the visa requirements if you want to go out of India. Everything you need to have your plan ready by November end, so that you can start
Yes, sir.
processing on it by December.
Correct. Correct. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Anyone else?
So I had one question.
Yes, Tanvi.
As per the records, Indigo doesn't ask for IR valid if you are type rated, and Air India generally ask that you need to have your IR current. So am I right? Like, does it work like that, or it can change anytime?
Tanvi, it can change anytime, and it has changed previously as well. So
Okay.
again, these are very HR specific demand supply equations. The moment they think that we have too many pilots who are going to apply for vacancies, they will put in a requirement that we want a current IR. The
Right.
moment airlines think that we need more pilots as compared to the number of applications, they will let go of that requirement. So it's it's a very dynamic thing. In such a case, it is only advisable that you keep your requirements to the full.
Got it.
Okay, so it has happened. It has happened with both Air India and Indigo multiple times. They keep
Right.
switching it.
Right.
So I can't really tell you, okay, next vacancy, what's going to happen in the next vacancy. Even I don't know.
Right. And so is it valid for 6 months or 1 year, the IR?
IR is valid for 6 months. IR is valid for 12 months. Your LR is for 6 months.
Right. Okay. And one more question, sir. Sir, can we, after the type rating, like how we used to do it in the commercial pilot license was like we can apply for airlines with the Challan number. So can we do that with the type rating?
Again, that's a very specific HR thing. Air India lately has been allowing that.
Okay.
So if, in the last vacancies, even in express vacancies, which have now been annulled and cancelled,
Right.
they had allowed it. So if you have submitted your license in DGCA for endorsement or for IR renewal or for this and that, and you have a Challan number, that will be acceptable. Given that on the date of joining, you need to have your physical license. Airlines, they sort of nowadays, I think everyone accepts it. There was a time around 2 years back when they were not accepting it, especially Air India. They would just simply used to refuse on your face. But
Right.
now I think after a stick from DGCA, they have started to extend that bit of cooperation. So if you have a Challan number and your license is submitted, which you can prove, I think you shouldn't have a problem.
Right. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. So whoever is going to go for your type rating, please do consider it's our feedback from our previous students is available on our social media pages as well. It's been very productive. So with that, it's going to be a wrap on this session. Think about it. All right. And thank you all for joining Airship.
So, I just have a small quick doubt actually. Hi, sir. Sir, I just wanted to ask, like, what exactly would you recommend at this point of time? Should we wait for TR, or should we go for next year starting, or what exactly would be the recommendation
I think this
from
is what
you?
I covered in the webinar, that my suggestion is that you should start looking for your TR options now, because from the moment you decide to start looking for options till the time you have the endorsement on your license, it's gonna take 3 to 4 months. You have to deal with DGCA also. You will have to
Right.
be there outside wherever you go for an year. If you do your type rating in India, you will have to clear an exam also. Okay. You have to give a DGC exam also if you do your type rating in it. So there are things.
Oh,
DGC will send a lot of shortfalls to you, and
mhm.
because you need 3 to 4 months, it is advisable that you start it now so that you're ready by the end of December. And starting 2026 January, chances are airlines will come out with vacancies, because they would have had a whole 2025 without vacancies. In 2025, we have had no vacancies at all. So after a lull, it's only going to go up. I think all the institutes, you go to any institute, you go to speak to your friends and colleagues, everyone is talking about the same thing. In 2026, we do expect to have some vacancies. So you would want to be ready before that, not
Got it.
after that. So I would say that now would be the time.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Have a good day.